Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Oriire podcast, the podcast that tells African stories. I'm Halima.
And I'm Ceci, and today we're here with our special guest, Anita, to talk about the New Yam Festival. Hi, Anita. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I really appreciate you guys so much.
We're glad to have you, so thank you so much for coming. So, Anita, where are you from?
Thank you. Okay, I'm from Imo State in Nigeria. I am Mbaise to be precise. So that's where I'm from.
Well, Kedu.
Howdy, ma.
Alrighty. So, first things first, can you give us like a backstory or a quick introduction to what the New Yam Festival is?
Okay, so the New Yam Festival in our side is actually called Iri-iji. It's celebrated in different times and places to all and sundry in the Igbo communities. The Iri-iji festival varies from August going through October every annual year, and is a tradition where Igbo men takes pride in showing off the yam neatly stacked with yam tubers from top to bottom. So this Iri-iji festival is a very beautiful festival where Igbo people come together dressed in beautiful attires, and masquerades and everything had to come to make the show look very enticing and beautiful for the viewers. So every Igbo people have their different ways of how they do Iri-iji festival.
Okay, so the Iri-iji festival is celebrating yam. So it's basically celebrating like the result of a new harvest, right?
Yes. The result of a new yam harvest.
A new yam harvest. So yam in particular is a very important crop in West Africa and Nigeria. For our listeners in the diaspora who may not really know, because there seems to be some confusion on what exactly yam is with people in the diaspora, especially in the US. Halima, can you verify this?
Okay.
I've never heard of that. Okay. This is the first time I'm hearing this though.
Really? Americans think sweet potatoes are yams.
No, sweet potatoes are labeled sweet potatoes.
They think they call yams. They call sweet potatoes yams.
Are you sure?
In part of the US.
Oh wow!
I heard it too because I used to live in Virginia as well.
What? This is the first time I'm hearing that though.
Yes, even if you Google yam, sometimes like in some places in the US, what will come up as a result is sweet potatoes. If you go to stores, they sell sweet potatoes as yam.
I just Googled it.
It's true.
Oh, okay.
So they don't know the difference because a crop like yam doesn't grow there, at least as far as I know. So it has to be imported from West Africa, from Ghana. That's how you find it in African stores. So they think sweet potato is yam. Yeah. So for our listeners in the diaspora, we're not talking about sweet potatoes. We're talking about yams. So if you want to know the crop we're talking about, Google Nigerian yams. It's a very different crop. They are huge. They're brown. They have a like harder, rougher bark, and they're tastier, in my opinion. Yams are very versatile. Anyway, I digress. Yes. So the importance of yam in West Africa, and especially in Igbo communities that celebrate this festival. Why do you think yam is such a celebrated crop?
Well, yam is actually such a celebrated crop because they have this particular god. They call them Joku. Please, sorry, I will explain that as I go. So Joku now is a goddess, and they say a goddess of yam. And since yam is a very celebrated crop in Igbo communities, it's a kind of crop that gives hope. I'll explain. That's what I mean, gives hope. They found out that yam actually helps Igbo people, like in times of hunger and famine. Yam still stays and helps the Igbo people. And it's seen as a thing of wealth. A thing of wealth and riches. A man or a person that has yam stored in his barn is seen as a man that is wealthy, that has wealth. That is before the pre-colonial times and all. So they see those kind of people as strong, wealthy. Even at a point, if a man is getting to marry a woman, his father or the father of the woman or the bride will ask the man, how much is your yam barn? So that actually signifies that the man is actually very, wealthy to take care of their woman. So yam is a very blessed crop. It's a very blessed, resources in that of the Igbo side. Like we take yam so importantly. It helps during it, like I said earlier, it helps during the time of famine, during times of blemish when there's starvation. Yam actually comes through for us over here. That's why it's celebrated mostly.
Oh wow, that's really interesting. And is there like, okay, where you're from, right? How do you guys celebrate the New Yam Festival? And is it different from how other parts of Igbo land celebrate the festival?
Okay, well, where I'm from is Imo states. We have other states like Abia, Anambra, Ebonyi that celebrate this Yam festival. Though it's actually similar because we all do it from August through October. Like it's kind of an annual process. We do it every year. So most states celebrate. It's just similar. All you have to do, the Igbo people actually come from every part of the world. Even in the US, every part of the world, they do celebrate this Iri-iji festival, where people wear their most beautiful attires. You see masquerades, like a kind of a culture something, where you see people putting on costumes to make the crowds go wild. So every community have a different way of celebrating theirs. Some may celebrate with their beautiful attires. Some celebrate with masquerades. Others most likely celebrate with different kind of foods, different kind of people from all over the world. So we all are, different in our own ways. And we have our different way of celebrating all these unique, traditions. So, like I said earlier, you can celebrate from food, attires, people. It's all different. It's all like you're saying, the same, like similar.
So, I want to elaborate a little bit on masquerades, and then I have a question for Anita. So, I don't know why today I just feel like I should be elucidating for people in the diaspora and being more specific. So, masquerades, masquerades in Nigeria basically is kind of, I believe it's something that has some kind of spiritual roots. So people wear kind of a costume, but then that costume is a cultural costume, and the masquerades are believed to represent something spiritual. They're not supposed to just represent humans. So they are very present in Nigerian festivals. Yeah. So Google masquerades in Nigeria if you want to know more. My question for Anita though is that, so the New Yam Festival, the people who are celebrating, they eat yam, right? Like it's part of the festivities.
Yam is the major food. In short, that is the only thing you are eating that day, just yam.
So
but they
how
cook
do you
or prepare yam in? Okay, so they cook and prepare yam in different ways, different cuisines. We have the pounded yam, where they pound yam in a mortar, or they pound it in a mortar, and it turns to like one thing. Like, I don't know if you guys know how they call this. I don't know if you know fufu, eba, or something over there. But it's like a like mind. You can eat it as whole. You take it little by little. They pound the yam to a whole texture, and you eat it with any kind of soup of your choice. We have different kind of soups. Yeah, we have egusi, we have the ogbono. There's so many kind of different soups you can use it to eat. Then we have the fried yam. The fried yam sometimes. We have the boiled yam. We have the roasted. Most people actually use the roasted yam is because the roasted is what we've been using, let me say what our forefathers or ancestors have been using, or they use it to eat oil, red oil, pepper sauce, egg sauce. So it's mostly yam we eat during that festival. They make yam in a whole different kind of ways, but it must be yam.
I didn't know that you could roast yam. That's so weird.
What? You didn't know? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Roasted yam.
This is why fried yam, boiled yam, pounded yam. I didn't know people roast yam.
Yes,
really?
This is why yam is the MVP, because you can do so many different things with it.
I'm curious. How does roasted yam taste?
I don't know how to explain.
So let me just tell you how it is. Now, roasted yam is it's when you bring a yam, you put the firewoods. They call it sticks. Let me make it small elaborate for you. So it's like stick like, then they put fire, and there's something like a net kind of tray or something that's placed on top of that fire. Then they put the yam on top and start turning it to different ways. Now that fire and the smoke burns or cooks that yam, so it turns to roasted. So it's cooked like you heat it with fire, just fire and nothing else. That is how it's roasted, and it tastes unique. It tastes nicer than any other yam for me. That's one that's actually very unique.
Oh wow! But yam is already hard, so won't the fire make it harder? Or maybe it's in my head. You know what?
No,
maybe
because
it's just
when you fry yam,
No.
it's not hard either now, even when you fry it.
Oh, okay, yes,
It's
just the
soft
outer
inside.
part is hard. Oh yeah.
Let me tell you a hack I've discovered. Do you guys
Interesting.
know that you can make roasted yam in an air fryer now?
Well,
Something I've discovered. Yes, because I was trying to make fried yam actually in my air fryer, but it came out more like roasted yam and it's delicious. So this is my tip for you guys. You're welcome.
I don't like yam, but I'm actually curious and I'm going to try roasted yam. Look at Ceci's face. I really don't like yam. I don't get the hype. I know I'm weird like that. I'm one of those people that loves semo but hates pounded yam. Yeah.
Guys, if you see my face right now, I can't believe it. She said she likes semo, but she hates yam.
I love semo, not like.
Who even likes semo? Who even likes semo? That's before we even get to who doesn't like yam. First of all, who likes semo? Semo is the worst of the swallows. Semovita is an aberration. It's like eating sand.
Please.
I don't get it.
Anyway, so, Anita is like over us at this point. So Anita,
I'm actually very shocked though. Pounded yam is there, Eba is there, Amala is there. You did not see any of them. It's semo
now. Yeah. Maybe you guys don't make semo very well because semo is very, very nice. It's very nice. Anita, do you like semo?
Yes, I do. I do.
Good.
But pounded yam, fufu is still good for me too.
So what kind of soup do you guys use to like eat these swallows at these festivals? And do you eat the food like, is it like a community party or is it like individual homes they like make the food, or like how is the yam prepared? Is it like a thing maybe after the masquerades are done performing, then someone goes to the women, I imagine, go to cook, and then how does it work?
Okay, for one I actually experienced, we actually made the dishes before the party started, because when people start trooping in and when they've gone through all those processes of dancing, shouting, they are most likely to be hungry. So it's a community kind of thing. Everybody must be there. But now they have a traditional rites in which they have to process before eating the new yam. I'll explain that. So this traditional rites, it's actually very, very important that the eldest in that community, let's say be it like the most eldest person in that community or the most eldest man or a king or a traditional ruler, would have to cut the yam first and eat before other communities, before other people would eat it.
That's so interesting, actually.
Yes, that's a tradition. It's a tradition. It's like an Igbo tradition. The eldest or the eldest person or a traditional ruler or a king would have to eat the yam before it's being like taken to other people or all and sundry to eat the yam. Like it's not a like traditional kind of thing. So it's like community kind of thing. It's like a festival, like a party outside, a party like in the halls, a very, very beautiful party that every Igbo people, be it boys and girls, must attend. It's a norm. It's a tradition. It's a belief. It's like something of, like we're praying to the God of yam to give us another good harvest coming the next year. That is the reason why we have to go through that traditional rite. I'll also talk about the God of yam, but let me not go.
No, please do, actually. This is what we love to hear. Continue.
Okay. So now we have the God of yam, who is called the Ayan Joku. I don't know if I pronounce it well. Ayan Joku is a goddess of yam. it stated that she is the god that gives good harvests, gives good plantations for the Igbo people. So they have to worship the goddess with the Igbo rite, like pouring jeans on the floor and saying Igbo prayers so that she'll give us a good harvest. So now that Ayan Joku in particular helps for a good harvest. So we have to pray to her to give us a good harvest. That's more reason, or that's mostly why the reason why the elders or the traditional rulers would have to eat the yam first before giving it to the community. It just signifies respect to our God.
Thanks so much. This is the first time actually that I'm hearing that there's a goddess of yam, and I am actually so interested in Nigerian mythology. I had no idea that there was a goddess of yam. That's fascinating. Ahia Njoku. So anyway, I think the spelling is AHIA space NJOKU for you guys who want to look it up, like me, who are very interested in this stuff.
Anita, because of like climate change and whatnot, like climate conditions are changing all over the world, and raining season, everything's basically moving and whatnot, right? So do you think, for example, if the festival occurs during raining season and does not end, will this festival still occur within like August and October, or do you think it's something that can be moved?
Okay, that's actually a very beautiful question. I've asked myself that question too. So now this particular festival there's a unique time, like when you have like the Christmas that is celebrated every December. It's a norm. It's something that must be celebrated. So even if it's raining, thunder, flood, storm, hurricane, also what have you, the event or the festival must still go on, like a traditional kind of thing. It's traditionally, it must happen.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for answering that. And is there anything you'd like to add about this festival? And is it open to like anybody, or is it just Igbo people?
Anybody can attend the festival. It's just like a celebration kind of a thing. Everybody can come and participate. We have tourists that still comes, like people that are curious, like me and you. They do come to ask questions, like what is going on here. So it's open to everybody. Now, I would want to add like some few things. Now, this UYAM festival, I think the one I attended, because I've attended it once, the time they had when ladies came out to show out or to showcase the most beautiful dresses. That's the cultural attires. Ladies who come and showcase the most beautiful. Then people in the crowd will select the most beautiful, and I think they give them prizes or something. That was the one I attended. I don't know for other people, for other sites. So this festival is very unique because it's like one of the main festivals for Igbo people. Is one of the main festivals for Igbo people. So it's a thing of, I don't know how to put it. The one I attended was beautiful. It was so unique. It was beautiful to behold. So I would actually implore, even if you guys cannot go there physically, you can actually look it up on Google and see how the festivals is being run. Because if I say it, you guys may not really understand it. They say seeing is believing. So you can look it up on Google and check the events on how they do that. It's a very lovely event and it's unique.
Thank you so much, Anita. It actually sounds really fascinating. You guys, next year, make sure you check out the New Yam Festival closest to you. And you should also look and see if you can find footage of other ones that have taken place on YouTube or something like that. I'm actually going to look right after this recording. So thank you so much for coming on our podcast. Anita, we really enjoyed having you. I've really enjoyed this conversation. And I discovered some things about people I thought I knew, like Halima. I can't believe it. Anyway.
Thank you.
Do you have so much, social media?
This was a nice conversation. Okay, yes, are you on Instagram, Twitter? Where can we find you?
Okay, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, but though I'm not too always on Instagram, but I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter too.
Can you tell us your name and handle?
Okay, my name on Twitter is Anita Ruben. And Anita Ruben is my name on Twitter. Then my name on Instagram is Ash, like Anita _Ruben.
Could you spell
on
Ruben for people
Instagram.
like me that will overthink the spelling of Ruben?
Okay. Reuben. Reuben is the spelling of Ruben.
Got it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, stay notified. What else?
Tell your
And
friends.
follow us. Yeah, tell your friends, share with your community. And follow us on Twitter at Oriire_Africa. So Oriire is spelled ORIIRE_Africa. On Instagram, we're also Oriire_Africa. And yeah, check out our website at oriire.com.
You can also come on our podcast if you guys have a topic you want to talk about, or you feel like you want to elaborate more on something. We would love to have you as a guest. We want guests from all over the place because we really enjoy having these conversations. So if you want to come on our podcast, you simply have to message us on social media, or you can go on our website, oriire.com, and fill in the contact us form, and we'll get back in touch with you as soon as we can. Thanks for listening.
Bye.